no hwe na di honi asase ode ama ye ne hwe ne nsiesi ne ye ne ye nsuo ode ama ye se we ye nsuo munyusu na emwa mo wankase emfa galamse ense no wankase emfa chamfa enkosi so nanso Ghana ni bibini bema kwan na chenwa nchamfo de chamfa ya besi nsuo yi so sei no ne wo akwala bo nse ne nan ba ko pe ne nsa ba ko tua na so bi tua se we tua se deformity kidney issues na ekoso ni nyina yesei ya sase a Nyankopon de maaye no anapai babia obia hai aluta 92.1 Anopa Koko she Saubanum Koko anapai a tidini Koko and more. Tidini Koko and more. Start your day in a Ghanaian way. Fuel your morning with fresh cocoa, delivered hot and ready. And in Tiano pay mesre Osorano pa Ghana nuania Nyankopon de maaye no ohunu se be boayen dibi na dia unhu anopa obi ada sori a je se osori ye no je se na nimafo na abane de se 70 ni beduru hɔ de na enyame da bi en ka 70 no ye de ahwa se beba 35 o dasari anopa na se na dwere nyina nso obenya pizza ne koko aden o dasari anopa de wo tirimi se me tiska akoto poison da bi men se obi adwuma na omo ankasa omo ye na abrofo na de bae ne be ka kire se enya de ese da biara udi ombemo hu se niam ede ye no ewo effect nti eye aduane a nkada kro bi wantimi enya aduane wo fie a na wadi abrofo ne yakwadwuro omo no aduane wo fie se oni adaje ode be no aduane o oni sa adaje no nti omo didi abonten yenso de aja ko ni mumba ezedi nimwa pizza cook o sora no pa num ayu koko be boawo Tom Brown ho bebre anopa breakfast de ya enim local ones no ahodin wom ya hwe notness no ohuden owin hamma no atokwo ne ayuo ne sa ne ma na wodi to ohun eden ya hu sa se ye tigan ya se ya brofo o ye denfo ma ya nwie ho o so Anopa Koko na di tidini Koko friend sisi ya untimi nko ha omo ye delivery omo bebrew 0544 536845 0544 536845 Anopa Koko eno ni yedi Anopa bia ene ko se ya momfa mansa anka ho na ya di ko sa bre momfa mansa anka ho mansa eyenkola na oto mansa na de sugar peti so ama wata free sugar ya sa ni yekumi yo tumudi mansa beba momfa sugar bia peti ho momfa mrasa aluta 92.1 na atwe ejisei
adomo na so
Nyankopon adomboko ufri ha na ukọ bank se bank for me hunse ya o mudi bibisa abom ko
oh I can address no
nti na bank for nko a
there be ye dey upgrade
and
now to me put a replacing necklace
very good nti me hu na me se na free ha okoye adwuma bank say free ele mu banks ne to sa kwakusi traffic light zongo junction ho na be got to be free abekwa akoye adwuma pre say nra me for kasa nti what is I am a focus and no address bank. Anyway,
loan. I'm that's boy or juba.
Henry, I just saw me.
Oh, your juba.
Henry, I just saw me.
The one cassa just way. Henry only Mike.
So funny. I say Mona. Open my gumani mwase. The devil is a liar.
Oh, say it, when you knew was.
And the entry kumfanti cobra.
Oh, yeah, I am Matinga Kankra. Down at the Matinga
besides Toyota Agyaba.
Oh, Agyaba, there's so bien. Nesana, I said in the second case now.
I quite say, how are you? How are you, dear? You want to Casacra, or never got us, I'm fine.
Minim said now, until you can't to your tenor.
That's if you are fine, but if you are not fine, yeah, Juba.
Anopa Koko.
No, so I can hear how.
Never can say what come.
Near how they say different, and near how they are one.
Dick, they have no country. Where can we hold them?
Maybe a mark coming at Demi and obey.
They
mark coming at
I go your about fine. My dear, why I'm in yes. Oh, about fine.
But catch us a sport to be anymore.
Uchamuan, I say, what is it?
Before Quadia.
Now, you can't.
There by them, I would inside Nidia. Why am I frozen?
Who raised them?
I'm not making.
My catcher, Miss Assassin. The drew I was why you saying on Chonka from where.
I'm a payment. I come at them in no. Oh, but
and I can say, yeah, hormone Jimmy.
Yeah, therefore, my comedy on the pay of the wow, made I know her and the paper, me, mammy, and yes, I'm good to her. Baby, if you know me, Minnie did out.
Only leader.
The mark comedy, me, Angaza. Me grow my father grandkids. I got my graduate.
Now be whom now, yeah.
5 years. 5 years to come there. Why need to wait 5 years?
Now, wait there. That crowd there. I'm going to say 2 days.
Sir.
That crowd there. I'm going to say 2 days.
Oh, okay.
Where there, Bombardi? Where there, Mumbo?
And no overcharge.
Oh. Bible say the mark when you mark.
The mark on one your maintenance, a very rodder.
And yeah, would you to ma? And yeah, where are you said? Where are you said? Where are you said? What the mamma mia? Maintenance in them, we are saying.
Oh, David. I grow a chef for maintenance and a bra. And for so I say, okay,
from mechanic and I win your body.
Mechanic need your baby.
Okay.
You're so 9, you're so.
Nina will cabo my make a
oh, for beer 5 years, when did they 2 billion each? I am a grand fan. 2 billion. The kappa.
2 billion.
Oh, Jay.
I shall my police station that you are 30.
So a hot dear, maintenance, never maintenance. So the far open your pro. Oh, but all the fan, more
they be a was your trade, be much come.
Oh, they
Naja.
Near modern so share any beer. And yet, dear, and
Papa.
Say, could to say Bamba.
And they used to share.
Oh, they are flat.
When Brunia. Oh, Brunia, you didn't so shy. I
am man said, Debbie, Debbie,
Naka, Diana, then a photo.
Ye paluta, therefore, dear fancy,
Debbie, Nabutre. I photo.
Debbie, Adriana, for Nancroft.
The Anyano Crack. Oh, Adriana, and a photo. Pizza, as Obiana di pizza. Was it? Nana pizza, Obi Bechel pizza is already so what Joe, na pizza. But it is also near jacking. Ye brow and ye cocoa baby by the Tindini cocoa bound himself. But send ya to talk and I'm just a cocoa, a dentin and crofocota. And yet, now cocoa to me advert were radio, so if it's just a cocoa. And I make king, then you could be a can hear an advert or radios. Aha, intino, never no quenching, baby, I'm making almost advert. Eh, now, it's my advert. I'm a cocoa, which is a cocoa. Sacrifona make a manqua. No, dear, you were Sacrifona make a no, because or more apples. Do about that? About Play Store, no, download. Massa. Uko Play Store. Now I download the app. No, who download the app? Now I place the order.
Matimedas. Hey. People been
And And the papers in the air some more. The woman I'm a canoe.
You know, can say, we're not going to be
Nina person.
People benefit.
Tamkai. I think the way free a shaman publication.
What did you see?
I was ya. Adiache. Na the Ubaka Temus and some natures and Payatanasia. Ya de Ebronaminuka say another. A telegraphic and him said 2 MPs hauled before police CID. Ebia Brofon Beswan Monache said a post for Aton Safra Mreshebe Jafumi and Nubia or Musu said Galamse attacker etumi ekoso ewo asutifino eyade omkan menuka say a post for akwa mu saa so na daily graphic nanimu wa so Germany aban aya na adwen so obebo Ghana ema yenya 65 million euros that the Germany pledge
jai trip full break pensem mu bia na pe enti na be kan headlines no bro for na work
okay Matthias
why yire pampi
yeah
headlines na ya headlines na no English na
no
okay Matthias
after every paper ni bia no I say
yeah abaya some headlines
Okay, and yeah, say with the Daily Graphic, Galamsey attack on Naimo's team. 2 MPs hauled before police CID on the front page. Also, Germany pledges 65 million euros support for Ghana. That's as President Mahama hosts President Steinmeier. And also, lithium mining venture in limbo. New cybersecurity bill threatens press freedom. That's coming from GJA. And also, Amansi Rural Bank records 207.98% profit growth. Also on page number 16. That's for the Daily Graphic.
And Ebusiafo no anana akana brofo tete dia mama me chechem na memba bemna se na be ya obeti ase ntuno eno ada yenya nti se ukọ hwidiem na ne potema mrehye bedwafo mienu bi ekọ atake echese omo de omo kaka omo kwa akogi galamse mene aposifo ensa eso omo atonsa edi afro omo saso ena German abano so aya na adwen so obebo oman Ghana se na be ya ye benya 65 million euros na odi aboa yen saso ena omanpan dwandrama ni Mahama obomodin se osi where the I say you can't fan bro na President Mahama host your friend presidential
president of Germany
to know sanity
na we won't mean can we
eno na machire no twi no Steinmeier na twi ere
san no ni
okay no okay enti eno so e ho na ye de mo na lithium no ne fan ni twi so e kan say
no bi akese lithium
science word
di ho ye nchire
okay enti no
eno so chire mu
ya mechire Agyaba nya butre koko ne ma ye di ache kachiro mu se koko no aze mu yere
producer de chire
producer koko ne ma enti eno so e wo Daily Graphic enimu ho a ye de cyber security bill omo pese omo pass no omo kire mi se eyade a ema nsantropho omo hu entumi ento omo ena ya kire mi se eno na ma chekire me down ya twaso
na yeah twaso aye the Daily Guide, Ghana's favorite newspaper, and I twaso and also say Brain Hill crowned best international school. That's with a story on page number 6. Germany supports Ghana with 65 million euros, and also SML rebutes OSP claims, calls for evidence-based verification. GRA head of legal arrested. AG frees Wuntumi and co accused. MP invited over 9 more tax force assault. Story on page number 6. That's for the Daily Guide.
Enti menso me kire me dia amodi a SML deal ekoso me no kase impanimfo a na omo ho ebon mo no omo se ensama OSP special prosecutor Urakisi Ejabin eka no enyade a omoji atum so ombaja atum da omfa nsama kire se yampa bibi tisa akoso ansa omoaji atum saso da ena attorney general abomodin se chairman untumi ansa nsama ekopiem ewo court no nipa okano ho a ya accuse no chese ya de na account din adi Owura Edward minu kase ye ja ne se okọ ese aka untumi Osofo Roger say wontumi wa hwe anom benye 15 years imprisonment ye twen say baba saso ene ye kwa GR opanyina oda no ye friend say head of legal menu ka say aposifo ensa etumi ehwanumu.
We continue with the Ghanaian Times, most authoritative newspaper. Germany pledges 65 million support to Ghana. We're talking of euros. Page number 12. And GJA considering legal action at ECOWAS Human Rights Court over Ahmed Swali's case. Coming from GJA president. Story on page number 14. IGP directs CID to take over investigations. Also on page 12, government engages ESPA to clear outstanding arrears and also grab copy of recruitments, blah blah blah. Okay, so that would be for the Ghanaian Times.
So when I Canada, near new one of my Nina ya Canada, near for from Ghana Journalists Association Central for or more Ghana ha or my imagine say or more the ECOWAS for ever court no Debbie Ahmed Swali no wuna ewu no bepemende omunya nsem bia chese na se omhwehwema ese omoye bia omunya ye ento omoya madwen se omede asam no ebekọ court no akwaje enkyeremu ye papa na atemu esefata akọ edi ama saso ena IGP owuro tete yohunu esi aposifo mpanimfo omohwe na hwehwema hudo bia ese omoye no omuntumi enye emfa ma ehen menu kese aban agya tumi se yakasa stand na car ede hodada no omehwe na nyina wetum etia local government nina na efri ho eba na yenko entoaso
na ye the chronicle na etuaso Shidiem Galamsey incidents Mohammed's party men sabotaging him. Stories on page number 2 and 3. Also Oponfosu likely to contest NDC flag bearership. Also former Western Regional Minister advises chiefs speak up against injustice in Etuabo chieftaincy disputes, and that is for the chronicle.
Etine chronicle ni ode ba ni na ne se omampan dwan drama ni mahama ne nkrofo onye omu ebu aban eka ho eno ema man that yabaka sabotage ebia ne se hwediem ne ekosi ye na kire se ne brofo ne tentenan ne sa nkrofo no ka wona man ko sa so eno oponfosu yase menu kese wan sha na NDC flag bearer race no eyade ono so ede ne ho ebekọ akwajimu ebi. Former minister, Western Regional Minister, Anuso de Nsembi Atudwa, ewo chese atentenia enkoso ewo atoabo ene ni potem ene ntokwa nketenketa esiafa efa ahine wono nso ode Nsembi aba ede abetudwa chronicle ni mo pa ne wenyina ho.
Nafeye the Daily Dispatch Etwaswa. I want to prove that Ghana and all of Africa can stand on their own. That's coming from the president to the Time magazine. Also Ashanti NPP caucus condemns comments from NPP NP insulting Baumia badly with a story on page number 12. And also IGP directs CID to take over the investigations into attack and on Naimos, also with a story on page number 2. That's all for the Dispatch.
Mechiremu edi amodia omampan dwandramani Muhammad atudwa se opesa ochire Ghana fo ni wiasa afa na yina de ebibi mamu ene Ghana fo eyade a yenso yebetum kwantenkura yade ho na bibia tumi aye kama edi amaye wokọ Asante Mantema ene ne potema mrehye bedwofo awodo omowo omunyina no wo Asante region no edi nsem ya ba betudwa ewo atemdidi a etumi ekoso se MPC binum edidi Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Baumia atem chese omo hyehyɛ na Awobra na Fantini ebeka eyade a sansam no omo aka ho asama ma kwandeme sa na yebeka no enyade a etweye ba ko no IGP ya Canada
The Hawk newspaper Snate turns 60 with 2 million members, 7.6 billion Ghana cedi collected, 5 billion paid out in pensions. NP says Osei Asari should be answering, not asking. Primpag fights government gag law. Publishers sound alarm over threat to free press. Charles Taylor snubbed at Gates says he was turned away from President's cap over over his small car. Bishop hails Jinapo for keeping the lights on. That's it for the Hawk newspaper.
Ya chiremi yena ya di amodi a abena osai opare eno ena me no kase MPC bi no aya madwan se mrehye bedwefo ebi mo se enkasa abre eye ono na eso yiyi nsama no na enye ono na eso obisebisa ensam ema nkrofo samami ono na ye chairperson edema public account committee ene ensama ekoso ewo omanyim asofo pombi abo Jinapo abaso eno so edeho ene nia ekeka ho nyina yato aso.
And in conclusion, we go with the Daily Searchlight. Honorable Benjamin Ayikunate collaborates with Lejokuko Assembly, spice up inter-schools games. Smuggling is costing Ghana billions of cedis. That's coming from FABAG. NDC, NP, others attack anti-Galamsey task force in a close call for Director of Operations for NIMOS and soldiers. Sanitize the selections and appointments of boards and CEOs of SOE for growth and development. Manhunt killers for immigration officer at Tempane. That will be all for the Daily Searchlight.
Mami chira me va modia na chesa mrehye bedwafo ebi mu antigelem say yakan wasam attack ni na ekoso saso ena opanyin bi chirem say smuggling say yade kuntuna ase edi fa nwema bi edi akọ amanahodo no yade a ebo ga na fem na ebo yen eka pa weni nsama hodo na ya chirem say menu kase aposifo hwehwe abrantie bi a wakọ ekokum enimpa ewo Tempani any nimpotem.
Eja inti eno any award for the headlines this morning.
Moya de na yentwa so na everybody di ho nkomo ababa nsemo a mohwie agu onum womra eye sports for no day sports update no ebreye na yebehwe eye enra obeka eye story bi about hwidi MP no one eye tax bi hu nsemo e ba e ma e frɛ Erastus Asare edi nkomo na awiano mu no de press release by all kind of side of story no ebe kind of story no let no the buy no ne dia kwa dwundwi mu ahwe Colinzelda nso asem no hwe script na Erastus the Bible ntin na ne din wo ono nso ababo ntin abekasa ebe hwe saa ne ma we nyina ne dia toatoes ene emu ahwe se ebe hunu bibi wo mu a ebe boaye na. What I'm interested ye the energy NDC hitafo no de tire de we achia na mo call it for the head of this MP no sa na ese ti o manwa ye ade a ese MP na yempe oya se yesi yempe galamsa yempe eninti MPP time ya ntumi entu ase amanfo gina so de to abatia NPP amanyoku no NDC aba yemeto aso izebe bia eka kono enye papa
anote
enti esi edi anotum ni e kambo ni anim na ebo yi nyina enti MP ne de odi aba na se no krenye no kre ebe keka ho asem na ebe boa ma next time bi nso obi kwa animu a obe careful se no ati Erastus a o se the see no eye common both past government and this current one
atesi
esipa enti enye news na eba abontin a ebefa ways and means e defend it di du kwansi defend it. Typical example ye akonta mine mo kan headlines mo kan e wuntumi issue no ompani no a press statement e wo ho se obetimi aka se akonta mine onya dia o ye galamsey bia of forest wanka na nya akonta mine na wo court witnesses ne manager dey see ye ne ka case ne ho no they say no why shese obedia dance no kremu e wa asem no nyina nti ya drop ne case no nso mampani ka say kontaman me bia say ni ho
eji kra na redom
but what you say nti the damage my galamsey dey film no eso
too much yeah
nti esi ehwe na ye kasetia na wojai obi tie a ade ba ko pa esi nyina hye nso ne se me se ye small scale mining anase obi ye gala ewo proper way no minchiri me support pa we se Ghana ni didi ye ye nsase esu ni nyina ma abrofo no oko go face mines oko takwa mines oko high ni nyina na abrofo na ehwe so what I say nti ye mabru no nso na se ye kroma no nso no ye wo areas bi wese ye sweet bi didi wo ho na yasema ye ka ne se ye mfiri nsuom ye mfiri forest
anya ni ye
na ye mpasa ase a consignment you say we de ama ye nie na ye nye ene ye nyina be support mo na nsuo pa de a eboa ye nyina de ye ntimi support ma na ye enne na ekina na ne de animu no nti ye ba e be hwe sa asem no ni discuss
Agyaba ansa ye be kwa aba no amento sankra we na enko commended negwafo abrem ene ne potem
okay
menya ne ntie se commended negwafo abrem master tigalam say e wo krobe ya friend say amwanda na Miami village nso am previously years back no mo ya galamsey e wo kro no na esa yinsuo
no mo ye nsuo no so
na mo ye nsuo no so na mo jaye years back more than 15 years ni omunye bio masanya ne ntie se ohina asesi ano ya fa no ohine oye ni sini I know and ono aya we waye na adwen se obsan betu galamsey yami adma Friday mi ameba
eno ye allegation o ye na no pay se
amwana de ne de medi nka akwahwe
okay
ame me hu se ye no kroma hyase
ohene ne de na aka se ohene ne person
ohene de no yes
na me ka se allegation
enti yes allegation
enti o fact to back your statement
memo as time goes on what you say okay memo
ne chuko
okay Matthias here
do banado o fact
no media ba
untimi me gu obi ahun
Matthias here
na owi ase
o the evidence ne ba
Matthias here
be wi se na kobina kura na adwemu ha na waboda ntim se
ba ye woni o mo so mo ba ya ampa dia
o fact ne bra
okay Matthias
me ameka bi abo
ya ko ba ye baka wasam ye
yeah Anopa 92.1 ye de eye shake up sports bro na eno echi de beba abeto aso na nsema hodo e wo dailies ni mu no ye di ho nkomo kai se ne ye be di nkomo bebre e wa fidie so e fa eye IMF afutu omode ma oman Ghana sanso na eye SML na me ka kire se beto aso ade deep into it anapai yatena si ye be kan nyina e bobo nyina so kopim se sem no e bobo no so ye de agudie hu nsem bro eno echi mesen aba
Agyaba Kroma yedi obiet ye nana ya oxy wajina konya nana ya oxy ni aluta sports ni
Kroma yedi obiarite nana ya oxy wajina aluta sports zeta muzawa aluta happy fun.
Hey, Vonaluta 92.1 o two way there the Champions League bekoso na Steve Flex oh yeah
Dr. Bills
na one Steve Flex no
the agent man the bet man
Chacha Ura no Chacha professional
yes
oh yeah doctor
yes
okay okay so the doctor in sports at Trans na the agudi ehun some bro what we here 16 no kire say Champions League bekoso minia team be na ebone
and big game wo Liverpool what na fi no Real Madrid at their pim so
okay
eno na dodo na ni di akiri
eno no odds no da say
eno the betting man ba
o de ba wi
wo so anu aben aka say betete
ene de ahwe yin de ho bagim
ehu hia pa o
de ho bagim se de be ya ejimi ma Frank mun ni nya isa nti ne nya de ho bagim
last week Ozyman so di 2000
na oba o chia simple sa
yes I do
oba o chia simple sa wan ka hwe
na ko dechi
yes wa te ho ama me nti ne awia 11 wo
You show no
11 number
11 to 1.
Exactly. Na ojo ne abeboa na eye odds
doctor jackpot no.
Obe biemu ama kama pa na nso wedidi. Ja chacha na yaje atumu o mamu se chacha professional. Nkola no mo chacha esi enya adwuma mamunye. Ntuwa mu bia ho be kiro pa. Kajagu mu ene yenko.
All right, ebusia sabre die yebema wachi ama wakwaba Agyaba 92.1 FM aluta sunie ebraso the shake up sports na Anopa yi yesim konwa ye den koma hodo no ede ebesom wo metin ede Dr. Bills yemfa sida emfa Emma Michael Dankwa na afa Ibrahim Sani so wota akira ye de ensem no eba akwasi Dibala apakan Oxy anafe fifi answer the general munyina tamachi a yede enkoma hodo pi ede ebesum wo now joining you live on Facebook aluta 92.1 FM na fe UEFA Champions League enkomo nyina da yemfa ma ewo dwumade so ntentem so nhwase unum se nyame ya adoma ene Champions Night no say games ahodo baso ebo 5:45 Napoli etnafie ewo Diego Armando Maradona Stadium ho na one Frankfurt de apem so Slavia Praha etnafie ene Arsenal the Ghana's game no enso abaso ma referee say 5:45 same time and asa game no so baso Atletico Madrid etnafie ewo Civitas Metropolitano Stadium ho na one Royal Union de apem so 8 p.m. and pachosa game no enso baso Bodo Glimt etnafie na one AS Monaco di aboani Juventus Airbo Sporting CP na fe Liverpool game a eno so abono watwe Airba so no eno so atodwa ewo Anfield abra Liverpool boboko no etrenfie ne Real Madrid e di aboani Olympiacos ebetrenfie no welcome PSV Eindhoven na fe Paris Saint-Germain so no atrenfie na one Bayern Munich big game 8 p.m. and asa game no so Airba so nim se Paris Saint-Germain boboko no defending champions and e be say the game no enso be TV akọ Tottenham Hotspur trenfie na one adese Copenhagen game no enso atodwa wei UEFA Champions League matches ene anwumre eba so de ho nsem kakra de ema ewodwumede no so yemfiri ho na unim se nra de ade se 5 Pro 11 no enso etodwa players ahodo mabawa ne mranti afam no na enya fediagro yemfa mabawa ne de ne sha se unim se 5 Pro 11 women no yenya babawa e friend Hannah Hampton no every England na fel UC Bronze enso edin epiemo Millie Bright ana Leah Williamson ono every England ono so edin etumi epiemo Una Battle every Spain anafe Aitana Bomati ono si akan Edma Basa mabawa free Spain unim se Ballon d'Or mabawa na fam no Aitana Bomati ana enyaye ono so edin etumi epiemo Alexia Putella Spain enso edin epiemo anafe Chabal every Morocco ni din epiemo Kelly ana Barbara Banda from Zambia ono so every Africa ni din remo ewo 5 Pro 11 women mo anafe Alazia Rozo every England ono so edin epiemo nti wey 5 Pro 11 women's no and ye de ho nsem de Emma Mantiana fem no we 5 Pro World 11 men no unum se goalkeeper Brantia e friend Donnarumma ono every E3 ye adwuma de Emma Manchester City bobokoro ono so edin ebemu Hakimi every Morocco si akadema Paris Saint-Germain bobokoro Samson ana Van Dijk every Netherlands ono ye adwuma de Emma Liverpool team no Nuno Mendes every Portugal si akan de Emma Paris Saint-Germain bobokoro Cole Palmer every England ono si akan de Emma the Blues of Chelsea yenya Jude Bellingham every Englander ono so esi akan de Emma Madrid boboko no Pedri esi akan Edma Barca free Spain din piemo ana kola keto no ye friend Lamine Yamal ono every Spain ebo adwuma Edma Barca boboko no ono so din tumi epiemo sanso ana Vitina from Portugal si akadema PSG no edin epiemo Kylian Mbappe lotin ya adwuma de Emma Real Madrid Galacticos so free France ya de se Endra ni din so tumi epiemo ewo fi Pro 11 mo ana fe Ballon d'Or winner we aye Ousmane Dembele the Dembouz from France Usaka Edma Paris Saint-Germain bobokoro ono so ni din epiemu nti we aye World 11 ede ho nsam ede Emma ewotwede ne so na ye bodin no wote Lamine Yamal ni din na me patro vote kom no unum sakola ketwa no enya 10,167 vote ono pe ana ni vote no course we goalkeeper free wa ono ana ye player ni vote no e course ro enso ewuramo enfa ho se Ousmane Dembele enya Ballon d'Or no akoda ye friend Lamine Yamal ni vote no e course ro e chin Dembele dia ere ho sam e de Emma e wodwumade ne so ye free 5 Pro na ye nwuramu e wo other stories unum say hadiasa Vincent Company ni team a oye adwuma as manager Bayern edimo mo no this season amform no e wo soro nya sam ketwa e ma refi say amakọ unbeaten so far this season season Bayern ako unbeaten 15 matches 15 wins enya sam ketwa na ema Renfi say mrante ni bi bo adwuma na Michael Olise onu si aka de ma Bayern bo boko no 14 games abrante na bon 7 goals 5 assists na ema Renfi say abrante a your friend Luis Diaz if Liverpool joining Bayern boko no call this season 14 games 8 goals 5 assists Harry Kane abrante no enya sam ketwa 14 goals wabo no there say 14 games no 22 goals 3 assists wey aye Bayern mrantie no enya sam ketwa omo ene omo head coach your friend Vincent Company adwuma omo so airball ewo Bayern mini ball boko ma ye de ho sam so far season in ba na wie ye kra Harry Kane 14 games wabo no 22 goals and abrante no so atumi ahye wo ho a ede ho sam kakra na anopai ede ema ewo dwumade no so now yen free way na yen kɔ yanimo unim say ayade say we no aye abrante a your friend Harry Kane onom adwuma obo enso de Emma Bain Boboko na enya sam ketwa kra yen fam no ne nsam ne mpem ne 10 times abra no nti na yen brefie on Facebook no eya Luta 92.1 FM on Facebook me pa cha oba eya DSM pictures no enso ededa so a stories ye nyina da pictures no etwago enso e wo Facebook ne so now yen fa amno ne nsam no ento ho en 10 times so ye bebe fie na ye the local stories no so appear so ediama unum se enrada eya DSM CAF Confederation Cup draw no and so to me baso unum sa Asante Kotoko ye adwuma na so antentam group stages Asante Kotoko and to me enremo yemfia ni nkyeremu so far and rather Confederation Cup no ade say group stages draw no etodwa group A USM Alger from ade udwani kyeremu a we omo efri Algeria omo ewremu ewo group A Joliba AC OC Safi ana San Pedro omo eni mepacho teams a omo ewremu ewo group A no group B yenya Wydad wey aya work of Morocco amo ana amo eyi Asante Kotoko free mo no amo remu ewo group B na sanka Asante Kotoko remu ambeti masa ko piemu ewo group B AS away aya Maniema ana Azam FC Nairobi United remu ewo group B group C enya CR Belouizdad eno achi uruwani kiremu a Stellenbosch FC ana AS aya Otoho enso remu ewo group C enya Singida Black Stars wenso ewo adiase group C of CAF Confederation Cup aya draw na and also Toja Enrada Group D yenya Zamalek from Egypt Al Masry Kaizer Chiefs and Afe Sesgo United amosom ewremu ewo Group D me patcho so far wey any teams are amokwabo adwuma ewo CAF Confederation Cup games ni mo a group stages ade ho nsam no enso ede ema no pay enso ewo dwumade no so yenko CAF Champions League ni mo endra draw Toja Group A yenya RS Berkane Pyramids Rivers United and Power Dynamos ewo Group A Group B yenya Ali yenya Young African AS FAR and JS Kabili ewo Group B ni mo Group C Mamelodi Sundowns from South Africa Al Hilal MC Alger and Afe Saint Ele Popo amosum ewremu ewo Group C ni mo na udwani kiremu ewo Group D a ES Tunis Simba CS and Afe Atletico Pedros and Stade Malien enso ewremu enso ewo Group D ni mo a yade ehonsam na anopai ede ema ewo dwumade ne so now yen free CAF na yembra yembedi enkoma hodo aka wachire udi wani chire ma mepacho de atienie unim se ade se wafu zone B no U20 Girls Cup no ade se bekos nyame adoma November 7th baso na the Black Princesses of Ghana 7th November ya ye bo Benin ye first game ye bo Benin wia ye second game Ghana ye ne Nigeria de bepem so third game ye besan so abo Benin eno November 10th na Nigeria and Ghana November 11th yanso ye sanso at the last game no atodwa we aye wafu zone B U20 Girls Cup a ere ho sam at the emma ewo dwade ne so na yegusu a ye kam adiasa national teams ho koma no unim se CAF World Cup no adiasa playoff no betodwa Ghana de nyame adom ye nya qualified da na so Nigeria and Gabon bebo playoff sanso na Cameroon and DR Congo playoff no ebeba so live on Facebook me pacho adiasa ye dia to so na Nigeria Gabon game no beba so sanso ana Cameroon DR Congo game no eba so mame fanto anim say Nigeria eba sha se nyame ya adom a 9th November Sunday ya Nigeria eba kwa campaign ewo Morocco Rabat eho ana mo koye campaign no so da be am game nyame ya adom a amon enso ene Gabon eba bo no 13th November no eno so tumi akoso a ere ho sam ede ema wonti ena da so no Nigeria alatamrante no the Super Green Eagles of Nigeria ana ye dia to so enso ewo Facebook no so Luta 92.1 FM on Facebook and ya to so ya de ho sam no e de ema now yen free car for na yen brafie Ghana Premier League no nyame ya domo a ya de say week 9 actions be ba so na watwa wie ye na mom the cracker the big game e be so Sunday our Accra Sports Stadium Accra so folk trafie na on Sante Kodakwa dia pem so na udwani chirema so far ya de say Ghana Premier League no 10 most home wins teams are Atenafie enya wins dodo yenya bobo ko efre na Medium Sporting Club 4 wins na Atenafie enya Aduana Atenafie wodoma 4 wins Gold Stars Atenafie obabiani 4 wins Anakpando of Heart of Lions bobo kono enso Atenafie 3 wins we aye adie so far teams are Atenafie na amo enya most wins enso ewo ho a yade ahonsam ade ema ewo dwade ne so na teams amo so etukwan akwa away na amo so akonya wins no haso folk edikan wakwa away 3 wins and wakonya Sahas etukwa free nkra ha kwa away na wakobo game no wakwa away akonya 3 wins and so ana me patro aduana bo boko no enso wudu wani chirema aduana enso akwa away anase ekwa away akonya 2 wins enso Asante Koroko unu so no ya 3 outstanding games ebo ono so adie se wakọ away akonya 1 game win enso ewo ho a ere won sam ade ema wo ya bo match day 8 awie so far match day 8 matches ya boy ye 9 home wins 4 away wins 2 draw only 3 and afi goals PMO 18 home goals 11 away goals no enso 7 way match day 8 matches about so ehon koma kakra de ema ewodwade ne so yenye ne fa nkomo ne nsinemom unim se me pacho Ministry of Government no we me pacho openia e friend Felix Kwachi Ofosu ono ana ekasam ede ema Ghana ye current government no na ade se openi no akasa o se World Cup aye kwei ehu behia se yebetumi enya local players ni bia ka ho na ye de a blending and foreign players no ebasa ebema ye local teams ni bi enso nya sika kakra se local player uye team bi na player etumi ekwa World Cup ni bia e de FIFA behwe obema osika akra na won so ode abo team no ho bla Felix Kwachi Fosu.
Oh, I agree. I think that there's precedent. At the last World Cup, there were a number of local players and local teams benefited. So I see no reason why we cannot repeat same. It's a 26-man squad. It's not everybody who will get to play. There are some who will never touch a football anyway. So why don't we then utilize the opportunity to select the best performing local players, give them the opportunity to also showcase what they can do on the global stage, and then at the same time have their clubs benefit from this package for FIFA. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. I support it fully. At the very least, our goalkeeper is a local player, and he has held his own. I mean, he has not considered. He considered 1 goal, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, just 1 goal in about 6 matches. Yes, that is an impressive feat. There are many goalkeepers who ply their trade abroad who are unable to do that. So I think that it shows that if we encourage local players, they will give up their best. Yes.
And some of the Felix Kwachi Ofosu no Minister for Government Communications or no Nekasa Emma Ghana Bino and what day and Komuhami at the Atujano Pay ya prechire ewo dwumade no so ede ama wo ya ne ade nsam no asi live on Facebook Aluta 92.1 FM pacho unim say ade se Azuma Nelson Sports Complex wo ewo Kaneshi Sports Complex no eho ye fi na anigi nsam no se Okankwe South MP Yewra NS Adomako ene Yewra Michael Kpaku Aloti ono Accra Mayor together with Yaw Ampo for Ankra ono NSA boss amo etumi koye clean up exercise live on Aluta 92.1 FM on Facebook no ade so mko ene mranti ene yes ene da so no ekododo kakra eko ye clean up exercise kakra enso ewo ho enti Yewra NS Adomako ono Okankwe South MP ono koboa ye sanso Anakra Mayor Yewra Michael Kpaku Aloti omo nyina koye NSA boss ya ampofo akra no mo enso ene emrante ne bi ekoboa ma Azuma Nelson Sports Complex wo nsisi ko ho ye kododo ho koye ye clean up exercise kakra on Facebook no ana ye di etwagu yenjira we so na yemfa agudemu nsam dwumadi na no peye boaboa no e de ebesumo wo no emfa ensi na nyame eye aduma 11 to 1 p.m. yemfa the global sports no emfa embesumo mayanda wasepa sa wo kai humidin at the Dr. Bills na yefasida emfa Emma Ibrahim Sani Muhammad na fe Michael Dankwa the sports marshal so one mo tech say producers are yere enkomo no ede ebesumo Emo Steve Flex anafa pakan GH Kwesi Dibala Fifi ansa anafe na ya oxy mu nyina eta chire PMT kwase metranse na yemfa ensem no embesom sabredi ebeje mu na Agyaba Kweku atwaso
Your foods and drinks must be tasty.
Achwe wa hasi na eye kobena enso e wa hasi na enkra minya kyerese eye ukọ eye filling stations in the various ones na wa sha se tifu ene so bafam onse nya na enkra se 1st November eba no fu ene bafam na ukọ eye bia hodre ton fu a dodo na no private ones na dodo na no asha se a o hwan so bafam me hu se eye enigisem ema omaino na ohun say
I think it's a step in the right direction in the sense for the affecting a pair, it affects basically everything in what we do, because say you better be more most of the time no say prices cost roll with full or pay affect be in fact it can be because everything is in relation to transportation. It is a number firms are na
say croway we dollar no aba fam I appreciate it and be kind bro fuel so na yeti sui and so near price hanety
make I say sometimes na me ya can say a greediness, but then again in a different aspect, no make I say the people that buy the stuff Tony funny say the buying and selling no baby now complaining say omo a huge amount of money akoto nya money dada inti omo de akoto de aba no say by this time na omate so na omato omo nya man dada no so omo titu sisi a omo kwa akoto a sometimes they will need to add up and sana on betumi asan akọ eto nya mani biom inti no price omokoto no ne dia age say no asa so no side no wo ho and the greedy aspect ne side no so yeden e wo ho cause e bo ho koto emra yate so a ono okoto na wasa frɛ obi owo sa market ne so ebisa ne say sisi a no yesi atum kakra yesen inti eno so side wo ho na nkrofo omato a omakoto the dancer na prices decrease na say the city appreciate no omo so omo ho, so it is a little bit dicey kakra. Ojafo.
Ha. Nyame o bia be fine.
Nyame owo
ade na maka asama na mosi
debi o na asama ye ken nyame owo ho na ye den e na
ebibifo de sebe oni ne yire da mpam kura na ne yire sunu mo se o nyame o ye me anim
nyame wo be
na video ya tu nyama na nyame o dia udwane
debi de me ndwane ye ne aye pa kire ne se ya tete fuel so ye nim se fuel so de ye te so a affect nyama bebre inti se ya te eno no so na still our price no ensisa on the market. What do we think about it? And I make sure say in a way no sometimes to me favor vendors no cause ebi o mako so mo nyama dada before the decrease na ye den eba inti no ebi so wo ho a omo nyama na ebi omo hode omo koto no etufo boa omo hode na prices no cost so kakra no matter no at extravagant prices inti won so wadwen o ye
eno na me sha ase amese nyame wo
nyame na scarcity
eno kwasam ne se ensen de Ghana for de sabe before ya ne ya tia no bibia ase nyame ho wontima se obeti ase later eno kwasam ne se prices de se si Ghana no ase bibia no ye defuwa no na ye
sure
wo hwe fuel prices asat now ebi 11.59 ebi 11.95 ebi nso 12.98 ene ne yakeka ho etino most at times no obi adekura enya wu za ade na nipa no ton enya ade a obeka se enka ebefu we ho kura no na ode afaso ade atum obi se na obeka cho se ode faka obi tumi kwotete ntozi ni moko no anefuom na ode ebesi Madina market oba no kache se no bo ode
na bonso odi free efuom se efuom be
madam efuom yamfaka
yamfaka se
papa bi wo garden wechi he a o
na garden wechi so working allowance
na nyabuto
na working allowance anya transport
nti man kan chen se yato
nine na ka se legmozine nti legmozine no na eno no se ya bike se wo nan yo se nyina transport
anya transport ne se Ghana fo no enuma bi wo honpa nkanye se ye de lorry ya france fuwe no ade ka ho
o transport dey affect
bibia mama debi
affect bibia
debi
debi sasan na me na se dey ban
o ka se transport affect bibia affect bright price
affect no na o ba be you obi ho ade from eyin o mfa kama o fedu na o dey latula kra o nim fa na o pack na mo good dem
o ya sa o ya mama asam na ya
affect bibia brother
asama okay then ko see
se o say affect bibia na da bright price ka
na if eni aye kan eche
transportation affect cap money
and Agyaba na ko ye juma
na pesa pesa me no da pass ma so me ma chop money I was ya to lorry fam
na ya to say atum na nyama na me kwa koto si atum
ya fan to ya fan no teacher ya fan no teacher Agyaba mama kama asam enne ya Agyaba mama kama di
madam fubi o Facebook monetary pa na so ye hook up association channel say omutufu emu a o ka kire Ghana for ne drivers omutufu emu na omuatum omuso betum
omutum
oni omo ya adwen
ni omo ya adwen
de bi yangaza te no ti no kaza
o ka mo bi na wangaza te
yangaza te no dia di oni nyaka because anra ye committee
omutum
wa mabi Agyaba ne ye kani na ne se ye di agroba ni bresam nyoma na ne boa ye de no market women omo aka ho ena na aka no ebi ma nyoma bi akoto egu dada ebi akoto na abodin adata na se akoto na ebo no wofam but ohun se yatofu eso kakra na opese o take advantage of the increase of the what fuwe no so de tu no nyoma me no me susi man ka metumi aye aboam se bia ukoto ade no se ba ko 50 pesos na se si ano current price no eye fa se 60 disa na te se woton me ansa wo benya 18 cities.
Yeah.
What you say? Yeah. It no adentina. Dada na ukofa no. Won ton man nfi won tentam. Na won to mean san kwa fofoforo na wo meton. Because say wo feel say ne bo ukoto no, wo ton ne bo no na eyemre. Ena say sia asa akosoro no nti, wo ton te say abodin na. Remember say ade no e reduce ebia the weight and the quality. Ebra ukoto no ti se wo to am obi current price a wo pre nipa no
yentie eye idi Also now is telling us that corn yesterday is was 1,200. Today is 500 Ghana cedi, but kenke is still 5 Ghana cedi and 7 cedi. And the message they say first na a brew bag here 1,200. It's a 500. But then the corner say a border no 5 cedi 7 cedi. I didn't hear.
And no na meche say eja. Yan fa ni say nipa no wa hode nyama okototo 1,200 brain bu.
Yeah.
And na omati susisi a amount na wo warehouse no sika ye de koto e wo warehouse
yan fa ni say
wenya boka na wie nti e betika sisi a otutu atiase e ka ne de o ya obetiase kokoro abi o say ayi mpacho mempem from o say frama ne de obaji nti se we ne de e ka ne de wenya abonti obetene ka nti oti ne ka ne wie a ye we ebinum o mote so kakra na ene we break even ebi nso wo ho a at this point no obesa to more e dia hode no de a solicit the other one no boka no de a chance na e pepepe mo bi nso wo ho a amount awakoto no e na ye my rain fi say all of these things no o to niama e bia o store for your friend is saying e bia e was said na o prepare ne all of those things no it comes with storage facilities baby a o be store no ne ade e bi wo ho a o to ya na wo use na ekọ eno ne sa no effect o se yetuma utum se ekọ enim na wo de enso akọ enim and we should also forget that these are some of the things in tia most of the time nyama bebre no amanfo to dollar ho no cause sanya ye sidi no esibubu ni mumpa no dollar nya sa nti ebu ni mu dwedwedwedwe sa na ade no to no one cedi ene ochina
metwase etimi nya bi a long term planner
say dollar no
for 1 year and 6 months a
yenim say better sa but debia na kosro enya balance sana eno no sa debia emwa debia no akwete say ade ba ko a woton ena wo semiton 1 cedi ochina wo semiton 2 cedi nti ade no so ton 2 cedi a onto me santi so mbamba me kan kire say 50 pesos the next moment obesa ko market no na ko 5 cedi sa me na me to ade wo say nipa ho a mejai because me mabo me budget mabo dia ma client e bi wo ho a wotua 2 months ahead into otua de ba no me nso me bisa na me die tuaka inti eno ne sa no because of the a friend is say production chain o ya ne sa by the time e bedu consumer ne ho no na wo na wo koje contract ne buy kra na wa boka inti e wo say a particular way bia inti ne aka say amanfo e wo Ghana ba amanfo bobo niama in dollar prices ne ade no enye bibia
say no kra finance minister so munyai sade no
o ya ka so munyai bo muntumi nyai why because ye sika njina fa ko
muntumi nyai because empanimfo no di dollars.
Thank you.
Timo amutu for no se mu jaya.
Almost so be jaya. Na se di ni jina fa ko most of them in Crawford to those are real estate foi cars foi ni ade aka dwedifo pa mbeka say amo ni $1 amo ye sani aye kotoko ye $2 the no sa na fe de hu say atija I west because things like this no a hard dream na de bia obeko no na ye say atiso na akosro me sometimes no make say agreed because sebio mpenyufo no mo ba mbeto ade o madina market say mene wo nti upra wo pra me nti ya na ye pra ye ho ba odwin the other side so a o anya ne sa enye because ni awokoto a o hode a oto ne kakrakra no ono so amount o de koto dada no wanya sa onya ne sika back
Agyaba
be introduce a price control ewo oman.
That is what I was about to say. Unim say because of the any price control into no microphone we obi ton 10 cedis obi su ton 11 cedis because I say yanyina say ko for the same store but as e bi mu pese o munya mfaso ne bebre
and also na the way issue abai China ne eyifo no issue whereby I think it was trending on social media that I think last month or so I say China for ni buefu say omo no omo de niam eba no amount omo charge efia bi na Ghana for no ade no ko ton 1 cedi no omo ton 20 cedi 50 cedi and the number of Chinese warehouses wa kra no eja jai
me say no
e no mo ka so mo ton ni sa
me penuma bi e ho na me ko because wo ko other malls na wo ko ta ade na ne bo ne ade ba wo ko dru China mo ho pe ebo ni nyina e wo fom
fufule
nti e ho na muslim me to me nyoma omo mpo na omo de nyoma ne ba no
omo no de nnuama no ba no ye nim microphone so omo kokoto mo ho a be say 1 cedi obekwa no shop no na de no kokoto no mo ho 1 cedi wato no 5 cedis
na o do 5 cedi kran say o fa odwane 20 cedi
ne nyina ate say na aka na greediness
20 cedi o de packaging
onya no na mom say wo de ade no guwa nso na esaya na wo si edwama now we begin to blame the government then mahama be yantade and we be yantade just sabi enzemunu
ye nyamra yemfa
emra ye de beton ade
se bia we ye ton se
okọ bebia
sanete
okota pant wa ha price ne dey say oh we dey make asama na arefa Agyaba pant ye do
no pant we nya
one can boxes na pant
no say pant generally ni na ya pant ana mbobua
February
okwoto ya friend say February Brazil Brazil na obi shop wa ha
bo ho niama wu
na wo to jam
na say otopa wo betra no pe ka kire say ayi komodo
o de bisa me here foundation
o de to Brazil ne o be ka sa pint
female prison once a wom orphanage one obuwa eno wo na wo yi o to ba mo wo na wo yi
ye ntwa so kwa ni mo luta 92.1 na ye kwa ni mo na ye hwe eye Bank of Ghana atu eye World Bank IMF rather atu Ghana for efa eye economy no ho o kire ni ma BS ye hwe ni ye na eboa ma eye economy na stabilizing. Don't forget to say ye were under IMF na bribia aban no under IMF no ye ntutu ye kokama ye free mu a ho na me ye hunu se sabri ya adwene mu da ho si timi bobra na enche ye be free mu na IMF no boy koko ne ne ma bebre ho ye very disciplined when we are under IMF ye free ho pe ye ntimi control ya no ye ntimi control bibia na ya tiesim osime what that then hayen you be say abrofo no betena so say munye ye be di so pepepe omo twe omo ho a na ye basa
oh eja teenagers or person free ni mami fi o she ho de a o se twitwi ni amem wo be ye sorry 5 wo be sorry ye we no waye ba o ye wia o tua o kan wia ayete say wa wako ha wo die fresh eyo say ye ni amanyina bi ba refi say utumi ye ni amanyina ba ni amanyina na ye ma wo nti eno no sa no we pie no but ade ba kwa ye me na kakra is the mere fact that ye nsuade in the sense that with all the experiences we've gotten anya kra na amaga nya 60 years nti ye ntumi nsua hwe kra no one or two things are ankoye with several governments a omaba o mefree so no senke ya ena sane ye mpanyimfo yi omutu kwan ni ade and they have the exposure and everything no omo de ba hanke be boayen but it seems like omuko hokra na erho de sane aniamasi kwa their systems are working and everything omupe but say omo ba ha dia they feel say e wo so omo ye niam nyina abasa because there's no control
so what do you remember ho na there's no control na this year na waba be kire mu sabrofo na okan yenum na me hwa na me nko ahoma no so na me nin komo we emrasisi a Martin Ohene anim a chartered economist and financial policy analyst o ahoma no so na yedi nkomo afa IMF nkomo ne Ghana edi na Bank of Ghana nso jumadi bi a opese wodi yeni ho nkomo ne yenhwe SMLD no nso kakra enti Martin Ohene anim yira Machi. Hello.
Hello. Morning. Good morning.
Na ho ye de?
Nyame adom bibia boko na mo so e.
Nyankopon adom boko. Na me ka se me chia Machi anwanyim ka se bia ontimi nkatwi. Utimi katwi ne kama. Hello.
Hello.
Utimi nka?
Macho na line break kakra.
Na say ye.
Yeah, also.
Okay. Ye nin komo kakra no pay wadaroma ye nse wo mre kakra na ye Ghana for nsuade. The in some doors na ye mfan free Bank of Ghana injection of $1 billion into the system and I say into the forest no. Sasem we obi ka sasem no kire wa send e kire as kire ne say.
Okay, me da so be na me chia mutie for Anopa yi. Na Bank of Ghana, you started this year, no? Nyamia ya dom ye gold na any ye cocoa prices na the price na apija wo amanone inti ye ton a ye nya dollars bebre ediba on mine ema etimi boa on mine ye na o share na ye CD no ana na holding ka ewa form kakra o de compare dollar na beginning of the year na number 14 to 15 cedis to a dollar and yes ema importers no mukra nyamaba of mine ma prices no ni boy ding in English a reference say inflation a trigger inflation inti on my bia developing economy to say Ghana no unhia say ubenya enough dollar on mine ma or the best support say the omwe kra nyama fiam on the about so that you see the city ni benya on na aye stabilize kakra inti the Bank of Ghana a say omo enya dollars be free gold okay this gold board be ya omo top dollars small scale miners no amagana enya gold be e ton so enya dollar be inti enya dollar be no ayenti maintenance emma cd no ahoden ye den enko form nti Bank of Ghana edin share bi ba kakre bi no mo di dollar abakrom na ama ti na honden ejina so that yenya import last year ni last 8 years I won't say the na hon dey call for my man nyama boy ye din o krom sa no san nyama na say twaso the Bank of Ghana aye in sebia to ho say busumu bia no Ghana enya dollar bebre aba kronim inti the dollar no be krom na support CD no so that importers now me here dollars no edia amane nyama aba krom no me nya bi edia ye omo business so that prices now your prices no so ebe kop into Bank of Ghana edia say me interbank market no so le bia obi here bia no me de mamona mo dia timoja.
Okay, very well. Now obi say is this a short-term intervention and as a part of just to stabilize the city?
Usha on my government will buy on the reforms in my bar. One, on the gold board about gold board initial name need gold board or money we move. Gold board ne object ne say over there over talk gold na a war mine now or their Bank of Ghana. That program no na you're friend good for reserve. Okay, and the early administration is started here. Good for reserve and secondly your friend is saying in science, you know, first not a lot of smuggling that gold industry. We are not maximizing our gains from those the gold industry, but because of a new introduction of the gold bond, now Ghana, in young faso, we are benefiting from this gold that we have had over the years. It's a Buama, it means maximizing your foreign exchange. When you dollar be free, it's every year gold. When you Bank of Ghana, it's me and Yamana all year. If it's a gold board or hot year, then it's sustainably, you know, the rich man support it. Your friend is saying this kind of forest need now being here, they are supporting your city and city nanya on the sustainably, you know, there's some reform now a support here. Secondly, we share finance ministry, you know, is here, no. IMF a tank command cry, but so IMF I 1 year say we shouldn't go to the the reason is that at the pressure mark the dollar so it is a young part amount of near there. You been manage the them domestically here and as well you know short city so I see a commitment on the part of government and policy coordination between Bank of Ghana and a finance ministry in the Bebwa. I must say if you are committed to the cause which we are seeing on the part of this new administration who say on the part of almost spending big braille, almost cutting expenditure, size of the government, I call from a Bank of Ghana, and finance minister, who did now, almost the margin boom, to Tunyama, and on ever on mine, unlike the previous administration, where we say finance minister, and Kobu, Bank of Ghana, so Francisco Algum, and in Yanama or mine, a city in your mind, but this time around, I am a guide here, and now a lot of commitment on the part of Bank of Ghana, any finance ministry, media omo ye and boa ama nyina egusunya on and in addition to this good bonnet, the fact that we are earning a lot from our good. Apart from that, even though these are very important things, hope we start a good question, which is sustainability. Even though this will be sustainable, to what extent? We need to, as a country, we shall gold as a cocoa and open a major foreign exchange earners. Into I say diversify exports, manganese, bauxite, other cassava, other food items are yet to be produced or mine. I say money production cost we so that we can export those ones so that we will get a lot of foreign exchange so that we don't only depend on where gold need cocoa. So that the price is not a very high in terms of our foreign exchange. So as a country, we need to diversify our exports. We need to add value to the export so that we'll get more foreign exchange, and that will be sustainable in the medium to long term.
Medasi, share economic implications. How will this injection impact the value? Ghana cedi no benya ewo major currencies in so. Economic implications. $1 billion ye inject into system. Impact be ne benya or major currencies in so.
Very important. Only the cat cedi dollar and common. Ye ka economics mu and English mu say demand and supply. Say nipa per dollar no. So be nyebi no. And so many bia then price no be conform. So mu nyebi na mu per dollar no so mu de ba kokra nyama ba o mine na mu nya dollar na. Nipa no be ka say oh me de be ma 12 cedis, me de be ma 13 cedis because unyebi nti no. We ka say the farmer is now we go be full for aboki be ka say me de ma 14 15 and then the be ma prices higher than cost ama dollar ni higher than but the Bank of Ghana so dollar ni be now say okay who pay dollar dia kranya ma nkwa dia because as a country we are an import dependent country we have not gotten to a point that they are self-reliant. So in the medium term, in the short term say then yenga dollar wo kuma obi a pay dollar ni be say or the be kranya ma ba no or nyebi no dia so that obi go charge higher price for the dollar. The Bank of Ghana and say or per se on the dollar ni back from obi be here bi no based on demand schedule no so nim dollar do ayenya busumi bia in last month omo year 1.15 billion US dollars and I must say this November so omo year 1 billion into omo nim dollar do yenya won interbank market no busumi bia and I must say bank no timi omo timi supply any nyina so dollar na omo nya from omo export of gold no omo dey be back from as supportive banks no so that obi over here dollar no be so that price of dollar no and cost so I'm inflation na more overriding objective no omo tima a control into be ma still na nya ho de November we ma
effect on inflation and price of goods and services and so be can say
yes one say anytime I see no enya ho de na and dollar no cedi ahon ni conforma Ukraine ma baba market makola for importers in America say oh cedi ni ahon ni form and dollar ni price was so no omu charge higher price but the cedi dollar no chrome na and na ka inflation no the price no come through e can inflation so the Bank of Ghana the dollar ni ba na dollar ni do so kuma then the church say prices of dollar no be form. You see, who import want to be in casa they no turn about them because this year no dollar no price na our form. You see, Bank of Ghana they all also active in itself. Over say CD no enya honden na dollar price na ever form so that if imported and other producers are importing items outside the country, they ometon then at a cheaper price for us as a Ghanaian. So that inflation basically it means prices of items cost so. Among percent are the ever cost so. This year, you started 24% at the beginning of the year inflation. This year, on the last report, I'm going to buy in 9.4. It's just a mining air kuyi, and no number more achieve as Emma Ghana, and a Guama or mine via air cost.
Okay, Yansha Agyaba Kweku, na ye disa ankomo ya no pay, and sana ye free. Say, Oko market this year, Nema price and services are not to be abo so still. $500 is about from me. how long can we sustain this? Sebia, ebia ye finance sebia baby a dollar was see it me gina for 6 months a ebetimi aboa ma niema boa ba fam. Say the be Ghana ni nso betimi so okay say baby a dollar ye gina for 6 months die. Aye say mutimiti mo niema so.
Oh, our economics more prices and that conform star.
Prices and time conform.
And time conform star.
Hey.
Yeah, penny the prices the cost. You see, policy, you know, is to control rather the inflation. Prices and cost. Difficult say overall prices because 1 or 2 3 B pen of we say but to the extent say there or might be intimate activist, but there might be a person activity stability. Stability is the engine. Wow.
Oh, I mean, no. In this ametiwasia, what we have to pray for, let's say, ebia for the past 1 year, 2 years, na price no go be wa year 2 mu.
I know here.
Sana say.
Be able to planning a life here.
Okay.
I'm planning easy. The price is the cost and a cost form or a cost and the next day a cost form Emma or mine nyama enkuye. Internet importers require completely adding $1 no cry and then 14, 12, 10. That's a stability. Ultimately what my be actually planning the activities here. You see, well, economics move their prices there. Ultimately go from overall, but they're very important. They say a bit now maybe a for a long time.
So let's say you heard the air cost God board no ho enyangui ye the radius said there be so benya good ni bi ato ni yen dollar ni bi aba enti ye fa say Bank of Ghana to me boa na every month no injection koso na for the past 6 months ye nya sa continuation ya na say aban hwese ye nto niamam say timi gire ba bi gina na
and aban pese oil no instead one say for petroleum prices for one say fuel prices now and she said they were at first last year.
Yeah, she said about from
stabilizing kakra. And a food item generally and cost are stable. The cost of crime are very marginal and yet yes and good for the economy. But share last previous years who could you manage price across through and now quality 15 and now it's only 17 cities. And then the M war mine but Utiminya some 15 cities by 6 months, 7 months. Now you have 50 pesos gap back so and then I good for the economy and I can stability of the macroeconomic stability. Or they are there. The prices that cost will be brave, another cost from be brave, but any stable over a long period. And then and count a Bank of Ghana and say now more no. A Kanyamana on better more activity mine stable. Any prices, inflation, growth, foreign exchange, be stabilized. I don't know what mine cost.
I am the other side of the coin and swear a year Ghana's foreign reserves aspect and as an issue. We bet me when we talk about depletion, Sibia beer kai de ewa manonino. Ye sitting no and as a dollar no sitting to meet $1 nijina. And then one Susan Sobi, it made my kind of sober film and I send any BBI.
Yes, look, Ghana, as every developing country, particularly developing economies are more Africa and other Asian and North American region now. You borrow both. The reason why you borrow, you borrow both domestically and now as a developing economy, no more citizens, no more any their income levels are very low. Even if you issue treasury bills now, you cannot here for development and so I tell Kwamon and Eco Borubi account. Now, so borrow a man at the domestic borrowings now. I don't know over now dollars because their currency is not the city. So you borrow in dollars. Now, a treasurer Ukutia can subaka Ukutia dollars because OG loan no borrow dollars more. It took back Ubetia dollars more. So the moment we see the no depreciating no Ukutia and just away here more cities. Wow, let some more cities Akutia the same thing. So foreign exchange the city did depreciate here. Emma we cost external borrowing no amount now ubetian ever doson. So anytime the city is also appreciating no, the city do not now invest in the akutia amoneka no na ayekitwe bi into no boa. So anytime there's an appreciation or depreciation of the city, it has an impact on your external debt. All they are here. Yes, so the external debt component, the performance of the currency, also eboa. It is here city na anya on then okay. Your president ever said because of city now on the eco form we have saved about 10 billion Ghana cedis of our external debt borrowing. And no car anka nye city now on pejana anka yes no. But because the city has appreciated it has reduced the external borrowing. That means the amount of cities that you need to mobilize to pay the external debt will be smaller than before. And so city now on then also affect car audio amount.
Okay. Now Agyaba Kweku ni say over Sydney dollar sewia they say mpanimfo ye risk bi anim be ha oman dachi if say ukọ social media ukọ in general ka ho sem oman ne chichire ne yo so ukọ Facebook and social media Twitter ne a friend say X obon say politicians no ma unya sound mind wo niema ekoso ho. This time Rabon say some of the MPPs obon say omo ba ne so wo say na the oil na the harbour bro man no na the city dollar na odi shemu di mo man no ya na mo no de mu gina mfini de ye say no holistically e wo effect bi e wo man so dachi
onem the almost Casa no are not happy with the policy framework of the government. But on a more important note, Minia, I say the Bank of Ghana so that Obi Casa, yes, so you bet me at the objective mind analyzing conversation. On my way, we are coming from a point growth was bad. We are coming from a point where the exchange rate was bad. We are coming from a point where inflation at the point was 54%. Are you getting the point? Before you move from that point to growth, you need to achieve stability. And so it is important to move from the biauf, there's a trend in economic that you need to follow. You are coming from a devastating economic position. One, we had your growth was very bad. Our exchange rate our inflation prices of items are in the first on my government even I say NPPO, say CTPO, say NDCO, say NDPO, and our UP partner. Over this 2025, the first thing I say is the Obama form, inflation in Obama form, 6 billion on then growth very resolute and strong. And she said, $dollars and all the abano support it, so that dollars in the from now inflation number form. It's time I don't know inflation free. I didn't match inflation free 24% and 9.4. And dollars now or way Bank of Ghana and they support it, so that in the short term, you give some relief to the Ghanaian people in terms of prices of items in the market. And yes, sir, Anka, you say, uko 4 pump now top 4 better cities. Per liter. Maybe on yes, sir, and price never cost as machine and your flowing move on to me. But on a more serious note, Nyama when prices of items ever form, you see stability in the macros, you see growth become very resilient and strong. You see the exchange rate doing well, inflation doing well. These are good for the economy. We will share your credit rating across as an economy because Nyama the money measure the performance of the economy it's doing well. That's why you are getting good ratings even across Fitch and Bloomberg are rating our economy very well. It's because Nyamana the Sena finance minister and the Bank of Ghana governor at their two and then I Buama or Mino Ecosum. Problem here, the only question I can Omukaya Abeba Mania say is the sustainable. Is this sustainable? Can we continue to have dollars now? Yeah, they support this. Say that's a good question. But to say, the Bank of Ghana supporting the CD is not a good thing. What would the expectation say? Prices should go up. Is that what they want to do? No, I think the Bank of Ghana governor and its office directors and that of the finance ministers, no, they are doing a great job, and the injection is very important at this stage. Yeah, we are particularly from where we are coming from as on mine. No, you need some stability to be able to bring the economy to a point where later you then can invest in growth-oriented activities. Everyone or mine basic more. Without stability, who this kind of infrastructure to develop your real income as a country and that of the citizen, will not make sense. So first, you achieve stability, which the Bank of Ghana and the Finance Ministry and the central government is seeking to achieve. Not subsequent, no. Now, yeah, it is share to about mine, growth, any income of them. So I think I don't support position now. Many people are thinking on that. Those who are on the position.
Acquire political talk. You have to baby.
Yeah.
So it's one I say the government is on the right direction, right?
That's it. Any other government, this is the first. That's the first matter we hear.
Over to me, yeah.
So this number, inflation was through 24%. You want to achieve 50%? No. So you bring it down, and we are now at 9.4. It's very good.
May I say,
very good.
One of these days, I see a double fear, and I'm at me. Yet me to tone and Kai pa. And before answer, I've IMF issue, no answer. IMF we for FA a year restoring macroeconomic stability. Omutu for debt sustainability and fiscal discipline. Omutu for a year structural reforms and institutions. Omutu for inclusive and sustained growth. Na last one, a year commitment and credibility. Na yen share IMF. To see, we are still under IMF conditions, right? Program a free. First one, I don't know. Say, IMF, we are very disciplined. Yeah, near Makama. If you wanna, Yabodam, then it's here.
Yes, it is the. No, I can't no crap. It is true trend over the years as a country, So under IMF. Because of conditionalities now, they monitor our progress. And I only say IMF discount our or chase the program lasts for about 2-3 years. Wow. And within that period, no, she can almost find or more at the mouth within almost every 6 months, number the amount. So every 6 months, you have a performance target that's all meeting. And within that period, no, if you, before they will disburse the net amount for you, and so making sure so you have met some quantitative target, and some thresholds, targets, you have to meet them first before they can disburse. So within that period, you are committed as a country, you are committed to those strict rules and those disciplines as a country. But what we have not done successfully also okay. After the IMF program, then we become so much indisciplined. Then we create a lot of debt overhang over the period. Then we have to go back to IMF and then for a bailout. And this cycle has been very consistent. So how do we move out? Now, as a country, corruption and then commitment and dedication to the Ghana agenda has been lacking over the years. What they seek to do largely is to borrow them, and then they don't invest into the productive sectors of the economy, expand there, and November and a country Lancaster are generating the needed income and the taxes. And the chance that on itself is not bad, but the baby all this can be shared is important. Who could this kind over this kind of then there will be no future income however for you to repay the debt when the repayment matures. But when you invest into agriculture, you invest into manufacture, when you invest into the service sector, when you invest into ICT, critical energy, critical sectors of the economy, expanding, creating jobs, creating income, then the debt has been judiciously used and they will generate the needed income to repay on maturity. But you borrow and you waste on consumption, related salaries increase, corruption, wastage, financial malfeasance, and no the problem Emma or mine because on the day of repayment, no, it cannot end here. So what has been our problem is that the borrowings have not been digitally used. We have been using it for consumption related expenditure. Now look at what happened. Expenditure like NAPCO, right? We took some 100,000 graduates, and then we paid them 700 Ghana cedis per month for some years now. Now, what has become of that program? Where are the graduates? They are still unemployed now, looking for job, right? Because that program was for a short term. So that is for consumption. It was not for investment. Every year, I understood we spent about 2 billion Ghana cedis on NAPCO, and then we allocated only 400 million Ghana cedis on one district, one factory. A program like one district, one factory that was to expand production, increase employment, and produce income for the people. No, we rather allocated only 400 million Ghana cedis there. A critical program like that, but a NAPCO project which is for a short term, which we're just paying stipends for about 100,000 people. We're spending 2 billion Ghana cedis. Which advanced economy will do this allocation of limited resources like this? So we were wasting. So the trend is, as a country, we're more into wastages than to investing in critical sectors. That has been our pain as a country, and the expectation is we will be disciplined going forward. One thing that we have done, which is good in the last administration, the fiscal rule, we don't have to achieve a fiscal deficit beyond 5%. Those are the things that are in an advanced economy. You have to put them into law to control the finance ministry in not spending beyond a certain threshold. So we are good to do that. Another development, the current finance minister also in the past, ministries, agencies, they enter into contract arrangement, and then they will just bring the invoices and the bills to finance minister. Say, hey, finance minister, this is the way about it's 10 billion. Now finance minister no eco fiscal because about finance ministry in the to every agency before we enter into any major agreement, but declarance for me, let's say me will see first. And so now one and what MRCC your debt above from this debt to GDP above from very drastically because of one of the things that we did was to where the current governor has done was to put in that financial clearance on the part of the financial ministry before you can go and embark on any contract. So that has helped in reducing our debt, and it was very critical. Many say, "We company are more here no." The mukutia area operations, department, marketing, and baby. And some of the accounts and macho skaka krebi or account you buska or wintimus my. But on this cabaka say in this kind to move fast the way and to her. First, on my second and the next any new or marketing for finance area education ministry back when Yama agric sports youth. No the bills in but the minister of finance the bill we have kucha onisika this okoboro na kucha and then the your debt so a cost so but the no and son of a quiet tanya man or see be clearance for me of first no say we will sika e wo answer na quiet tanya abwa ama your debt na cost and sustainably no these two major interventions no meaning say ebeboa ama yetika tem on the cost in the future.
Yakodwa ne IMF say omu tuemfo efa say yen try say betimi restore a macroeconomic stability. Eno no sabrofo na se kire ne say.
Majibanti oye but we talk about.
IMF say yen try say we should restore macro because when you say more micro na or macro. But this one is macroeconomic stability. We should restore. So okay we kire na dey no person kire.
Macroeconomic stability in say ma omaino nyama bebre no to say macro no you can macro or my you can inflation you can growth GDP growth you can employment you can CD any dollar exchange rate no until you see achieve stability in this area stability is one. Now first in 24%. Bra from now and stabilize it at a certain point. First now, growth some point can be negative. See, money cost from and stabilize it now minor and cost from. STD no dear now. CD no so now educated Emma or minor citizen neighbor into by no so bra from na achieve some stability. Say come macroeconomic stability in the terms of the economy, manyama be brain embra from na Emma the citizens give them some relief. This is one. Na when we say $3 no beginning of the year number 14 and then in 10 to 11 growth at the point negative. The first half of the year we are doing growth of 5.7%. That is great. Where what's the name? I mentioned inflation 24 now 9.4%, which is great. So
okay, inflation is say 9.4 no. IMF for omuma say at least I feel we know 26.6 or something.
No, the next target no crowd 11.9 and for the year. But as at last month, 9.4. So you are even achieved the target for the year and even doing better than that. Do you understand?
Okay.
And even Bank your friend is Bank of Ghana injection of better over year November. A rate as a conform more. So what we are saying is that Panyama be break form so that there will be relief for the people. Prices of items, my name cost will be break. Poor price, my name form, my name cost will be break. My name dinner baby agents for some time maintaining. That then stability is maintaining for some time. Oh, the back from now maintaining. So that's what they want us to achieve. And I think largely, if you see what we have, our ratings are better across many of the things that we are doing as a country. So that is when we talk about macroeconomic stability. That is what it means. That brings some cushion to the Ghanaian people. My nyamano prices and back for my city now on the my growth and good for the people. And I think in that respect, no, I feel we have done that.
Now, so I heard a future media. Now I heard come on, we are on the right direction, as we earlier said.
We are really on the right direction as a country, and our hope is say next year on better a lot of projects, big push, no.
Yeah.
And many activities from the government, no. They will try to control those. They will try to continue to achieve those stability.
Okay.
And also, taxes based on a few way. Yeah, the E11. They were inflationary. The E levy was part of the indirect taxes. Yeah, they go groceries and they go shopper when we E-levy many of the things. So they were inflationary. They were causing prices of items to increase. So by taking those taxes and giving some relief to the Ghanaian and industry now, and also counting the kind of positive inflation rate now and helping to stabilize the macro level.
Before answering the IMF commended Ghana Finance Minister for a strong commitment to reforms.
Of course, it's evident. You see, there are a lot of things that we use to measure the fiscal side, finance, the fiscal nature, in terms of tax expenditure. I don't know, finance minister on taxes, expenditures or mining. So when you look at that, TV, you'll be a friend of primary balance. Primary balance measure the way you have managed your finances well as a country. And when you check that, in the first half, you achieve a great surplus. And what is primary balance? Taxes and revenue, any expenditures are spending without interest. So expenditure without interest, and it's your fiscal stance. So the primary surplus now a measure or seek the way we managing the year. We share this time around a surplus, and we have done and IMF for almost commending the finance minister for doing a great thing and continue to stay within the targets that were stipulated in the IMF program.
Last one, yeah, and I'm a tight from the other side. Say all these economy who say equi nin shahodwa reforms finance minister and the team no yeni na no where the foundation the past government no ule to ho and na abo ma yetimi enya bibia gina so ayekua nim. What do you say about that one too?
Yes, the interim discount governance is continuous. We cannot discount the efforts the previous administration to HCL, but largely, largely, I don't want to be something political, but sometimes, if objectively, too, you need to make things clearer. Largely, the challenge we will have challenges because of the overborrowing, and then subsequently, there were measures put in place between government of Ghana and the programs and the IMF, when we are on the IMF, to bring some relief to the people or move from a trajectory to a good trajectory. So definitely, it's a good for reserve program. Bank of Ghana actually taught the domestic good. Any count more reserves not started from the last administration, which is a good intervention. Previously, we're not doing that, but a lot of central banks across the world now. One of the policy I'm using to manage our currency here, the gold, a reserve where in the management of your local currency. So to have introduced that as part of our foreign exchange regime, last year, last 2 years or so, a good thing in the last administration. So why ama see anya awonde kakra, but the major difference here commitment to the program. And then when this time around, more commitment and more coordination on the part of the finance minister, any central bank of Ghana, governor, and Abwa Ama, we are achieving the things that we are doing. Apart from the good for reserve, the first this administration buy nobody gold board buy just like Koko border. Eto ye Koko ni nyina na o maton nya foreign dollars no. Ghana gold board so or top gold nyina wa ma no ne. O de bia ma Bank of Ghana no they are managing the city no. Na maton bi wa amano ne na o de aba na nya dollars na support ya on. Definitely there were some interventions that the previous administration but there are all additional ones that we move their account and they are considering the last one the last administration they buy ama minor cost.
Ohene ye beda wase na ye ja na producer no be kasa na ya mebo next week ya arrangement na wadaroma wa bafia na yedi nkomo kakra atwa we so why yes ye da wase bebre Martin Ohene anim or chartered economist and na so financial policy analyst Anopa waboa yi wa me ate ni ma bi ase ewo eye oman mu efa Bank of Ghana injection sika wodi dollar wo to agu system num eye $1 billion dollars no wachire mu se nye akohwie ne mu beboa oman ni yipa abana be obeto nhihye na enkoyie na oman no sikasem na enkoyie no. These are some of the things to bring hope to investors and to the Ghanaian market no biom. Nti ukwa animu na abana so intervention bi or de be kan obeka ye abana ye say yen budget current one next one e be ready no or the sika be hye agriculture adwuma mu nti bi ti say ye angoyie ne ne ma be kosoro nti e de adwuma be ba ibenya more production we can do exports. These are some of the long term measures I see the two in place and nti se wahwe itimi the good ko yenya more reserves ye de engo be ko ibenya more reserves ye more academy yentimi export ibenya more reserves. The more yenya more reserves they ba oman mu no eboa ma yisidi no ejina ne nan so brane enti yate ne ma se muda ho yi pa we nye ye jandam sem dabi we ye de ye pese otiase yie otiase wi na sela pese obo jandam ande wa wagudia mfumso bi ye ne ho na eja memra ho ansa na yakwa homa no so
I think with explanations our mind so far no it makes a lot of sense. And we are hoping that aside all the amounts that has been pumped in, you be difference on our local markets because and yes aba prices are stabilized. Now, just like we were discussing before, your friend, no. Now it will be say, "Oh my year was so muy mum dear," but timemufo no enfele the impact of what has been done. Inti and only say the more should be done in such a way say and your pumping stabilization eba best way by which certain things can be changed. Sene beya about controlling of prices near the and also betumi ababeka ho. Sene beya when people are feeling the impact, once timemufo no efele and answer grassroots for efele impact in the purchase also those at the top no what dream burden ebeto because they are the ones that normally feel the pain with any decision that is taken for them. It is anything at all will be done na ebema omuho ato that is the best thing we are all expecting. It shouldn't just be done, but it should be in such a way say it will affect the average Ghanaian. Sene beya ye nyina ye koko market ko toto niamei se stabilization ni bemwa ye nyina ye be fele nye se aba na favor nkrofobia na favor nkrofobia. So it shouldn't be one sided, but it should be in such a way say ye nyina ye be fele the impact of the pumping that has been done so far.
Nice one. Kobi
Agyaba
yeah, my come the member. What share IMF afutu anom de ma Bank of Ghana and Ghana as a whole now omoya comparison on our inflation. Sana near na omo use previous government before Mbefi so no na Ghana year inflation it was 54%. E wona na da etina analyst in the car say yentumi mbo near abandoned and be no entungu. After all they made provision for some of these things abanfo for buy no omotumi ato so example ewo oil for gold now almost started some moya no say some of the banks no ho na omoto ne sa no manyama na na say no baby Ghana inflation da no the best say aban no any finance minister no mama yetirimu enye de bebre say inflation no ebia edeye anase ahode no eye ntu no ye ba mismanage your fans and adade ye na sana eba hatimemfo no na ebe kwatia aba no so ewo gidi a Ghana fo nya ya mutu aba edema the NDC government sisi ano mote so no ye hwe say inflation no say ye mfa bi maka ho a mama enya basase na ebe yatimemfo so ye ho betumi atoye.
Nice one. Ye be kwa homa no so ne ne atiefo adi nkomo kakra na eno achi na ye beba abeto aso na ye di dwumadi no ako awie me fast da ma tidini koko and more adaroma na wanya bia wapodwa ho aye dindindin ene tidini koko ewo eye adenta housing down container near H&M anopa bia hye na waye krado babia wo bia nso obetimi delivery dia bro semo office company bia mo betodo do bia no ofra ombe chire boaboa mu kama no mo dia ba some fangu eye cap munso be package ne kama ye dia bro fro one 0544 536845 0544 536845 na ni tidini koko and more any enkomo u breakfast say ye in a Ghanaian way itikai say ahoden a wo pe na watimi abo adwuma no it will start with tidini koko and more entikai na hye nso na ni nyina mu nso na me ka kiro say sa oba num nsu a flow natural mineral water nsu a yenum nyina flow natural mineral water dipa de sani bi ohia sa onum nsu water therapy maka kiro say this month ye water therapy nti sepene kakra sa obono kakra man twai man nsu komo no wansa ebi say ahode nura ewo nsu mu no enormous mema na aka nsu ho asama kiro one of these days nti me so hwe said the biara da onum nsu na nsu a wono no flow natural mineral water nti won se da bia me ba na esi me nchen wo ha sei brutal ye kama pa ema wa hoden sronko wo diabetes wo pressure ya de bia wo bia da num nsu no sa nom sa ba trema so wanya hoto a bra na usika de to flow nyina me sand wade amma na mansre no mani abre pa obetimi afre won 059 522 4577 059 522 4577 Tremi me ba sisia. Hello, good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Ajani mo.
Hey, Agyaba.
Now what you saying?
Koko.
That's right.
Anopa ya.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
Nyamya da wuruma. Divine selection after the team.
We are part of the divine selection. That's right.
Amen. When it's here, Yanya Mamelaka Kra. Namesa Kwenyu, Namesa Honorable Fire Champion, incoming president, and a national chairman, they can come, baby. Also, and I'm here a year, Chris Law, also before Canada, and I have just come. Maybe a chance of me on my kind of idea. I assume that I can't hear me. And then, yes, I'm in the time and on my time and on my back.
On my best, yeah, on my deliver that way. Am I what way? Mantia, Bank of Ghana, and $1 billion a good system. Said there'll be a Upebia Kudija, Okwa, Sabekan Scanibi.
Yo, where can come from Papa and on the Aban?
Yeah.
And so because they said, I'm going to know one by one guy every year and come to a yard of Bro. There's a woman who knows how much start away every young what they are. And then I have a this Japan show. If Mamudia, you better
nice one. Let us say, into us some quite more time. Conti 1 minute, 1 minute. Yeah, the same way. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. On TN Kayanfa 0256118783, 0256118783, and 020-900-5212. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Agyaba.
Mama, get out to say. Yanko want me who you pan a one way.
I don't know every year. Agyaba, but you may mean sure I was.
Ejuma does sit, mammy.
Oh, so far, what come for a car when you know, sound the wrong way. I want to make you man a cost. You may come and send for many of them are friend or that let's say, new moment church, IMF, a choir, a faso, and ma, you see, Cassam, exam, not the Siabo, baby, Beno, and Soteno, and $1 and so on. One would dissipate the boom. Na $1 at me again and Nason. And also that boy a good before. I'm a name, one more crabba. As $1 neighbor for money. Not do to name so air buffer.
Yeah.
I made them a woman more the Freddy and say, I buy name share, you did this woman. And to do to no, Kayan facilities, no, and then you duty. The dear container will, what the bar, who could yesterday say, now you converting $5 and a $1 and now I could yesterday, no. That is a city now, there, a Juma woman. It's a man money at here, you decide. And she a cranium made the bar near converted $1. And also $80 before.
Yeah.
And I near Tosu beam. A yard, man. Lady, I make a say. Oh, yeah, dear, yeah. Never was why, yeah, dear, yeah. Mecca. Or buy it, a dear, why, yeah. I'm a many, I don't know $1 now, back for me. And no, the oh, my idea. Name of gold board now, one more say, you know.
Yeah.
And also a boy. I'm a sick need, you know. Now do buy our now what he gold board in it.
Yeah.
And this is for I'm playing the year sabotage. As one more petty dinner and Tima one more thing.
Oh, say, Mamma, the difference only say, and the MPPD and way Sanka what the ma ubiwa man on it. Now I'm a sika, no, what you good, no. And this is for whom say, MY.
And not the Panasa. Name money can say. Not on mine.
That's right.
Not on mine. Yes, Cadia bought on mine. And not the Bakuma a hammy. And it's a more and this is for ya, and a mobile share saga, I'm safe way, but say, more the Amoba, Mobema won't want to. And on Tiama won't 3 more you want the one said MP. And I was a kutupa, ye to go to you. As we say, I could find some the bra, but not just a mamma, no, Mobuno, a good idea. Baby, what motor see pa, one fan of parrot, and more mine, more my Ghana, young Koyim. Now mine come anymore. A Yabenian pneumonia, a 1 man side castle. Yabenian pneumonia, a Gianni Piara, one more pen, see it to me, ye be. Titania, a bank castle or this Shimia, you clear me, ya. Yabenian cat, the baby, about man, Umbra. Winning a minute.
But I say, Auntie Magina Mishra. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Hello? 020-900-5212. 020-900-5212. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Me pa chow din fa kwadi free.
Mpacho Aziz me.
Aziz Anopa you.
Yeah, that's me. Ejuma pa.
Ejuma das.
Ensura. No yo ke se no bo ko ba. Mpacho manu ko director charisma kasi. Ko ensura no bo na ko ba. Ena bo ya suma. Ko Onye yo be chikiri ne mo ntalutu no 100%. Oh se mo na yen chireti yen pocket chiri ne mo no e da chiri di mo na ntia se enye di mo o se me ma na what kata ya no o se God na ye kan na no ntia de but what chiri mo ntia no what ye kan what ya sa no man ye de e tie what ya de kan no na ko mu ko ye but yen pesi ye become create a chere ye ho and the sena on ban na ye wo mu no atude wo ma we mu kita wo ma we mu a na ye de be mo bi e wa mananu no be control answer even for minister of education and say dem o kise dikama ma no de papa ade ye be ti ye e wo ye be mu a na ye ndi ye hu di ni so di mo bi wa mananu na kenya enye for that drama na ko be ta na ma we a na ma be kunya na ma be papa me pato galante na ye kan wase mo na yes na ye excellency former president na o ti akonya no suna na ko je na di so be so bu galante me pato yes na o ti so ba na ejuma na excellency John Dramani mama o ye ne na so bu sa de ya na MPP for no mu ye da mu fa upa mu ye da mu fa biara na galante ye be so bu sa MP na mu ka so no o ye no me mpaki no oni pa ye nim se oye NDC ne oye MP ni oye MP for ni dia no otu galamtia yen pamu na enti ho because yen tira ho e mo bi mbese ye party no because ye brand ye de ye power onu ye number 1 and number 2
me da se number 2 no fatu abuso na onua bi nto aso na nyam bua de number 2 na ba hello good morning
number 1 after number 1 da ogu
minua
we ye igi e ka fit abora naji
yeah idi enti wa no kai
ya ogu
yeah
minchia da colleague amosti na pawi so the body komoni nyina bana na extra say on 25 issues no so wo de woni fi nti manantia here the dear friends ye na so mai kalabuli yala we are off air section na FCB obi akama na tia no onti de ma we insanya ma we bae
da bi na no person kire se sa na ye adwadifo no ka nti adwadifo no ka sa na o ka enti owi a uti o de to so se ebe ya nke se ye hye won se ye tiso a se mo tiso
ye timi show mo to the sense ona wakoto no nyama Agyaba Kweku market ayi mu ya most the friends the young friend no to me enkoye political Agyaba de cost e wo mamu enda no akoya me nu nyina me tsani message bi wo ye kristoni ni me muslim ye de bia ye kwa sorry na edru Friday a ye na sorry dem ye preach ye ho ye nja boni ma enye wi e wo na me di mu ntia na mboa sabi for past 9 months let's say it bro 1200 let's say it bro 500 who pack them say what can grow for 9 months na I bro them Agyaba Kweku
sa na obi adi yi ne ho ano ye ni ati wo bone ho
enya anu ye ewe eye bone sem.
But then it is alright one e kofa na free China and Malaysia na they don't go every 1 month obetimi akobi a 6 months obi also about once every year
all the to phone so a me send mo aso obeji atum na wabo a there was a time I saw was so comfortable ya bi the whole group no if you sorry na say the way I nyama kwafam no or so much nyama so the same group of money na China no ebi ma chom nyama so ebi so much nyama so
eno de wo ho eno so ho na obi so holistically
na China yakota nyama wa chiri no
no
obi so me timi nyama so obi so me timi nyama so
yeah holistically na obi wo ho a so obetimi achi so onye obi so ho a de no ye enye yi
but sama sabi asofo na mu chi esika asofo na mala fo na mu chi esika no omon ka esika na mu chi no bon esika na mu chi omon ka no kura chire
me na se
say be tax e dia ma nyakopon a yen country ya pa so se scan e ba no enye ska papa le set on go to ade 1 city for past 9 months no go to o sa to ade 1 city de ba ko hu do ko 5 city we just Now, a plan I had on 1,200 and then about 500 stick, a full of 5 cities. The same thing as about of
May I say, Idi, my front to us, so now, my timer, so 9 o'clock here, Pong. Hello, good morning.
Hello?
Yeah, hello, morning.
Yes, Mr. Jomo.
Mr. Jomo, yes, you.
Oh, name, MPP, party, yeah, Police Ghana.
MPP, I don't pay. As some I can MPP for home,
1 TV, and let's see 2 TV, 200, 100. I don't know how much 10 years you can go up. Peter Muse, the guy the first best. The value went to 1,000. I don't see the MPP, the Yenu, first one, TV, sister TV, is valued to 500,000. Put you for touchy. I bet you, I bet 500,000. Put it, don't call the better now for back. Now, I never first best. Who could have 500,000 brother? But I thought I said more than 3 plus. They just tell me. And if I move back, no more by difficult at 2. Now, let me come on, move Ghana, brother.
Now, Pama, more Ghana, so yes, and man, this year, a year Ghana for any Jehon, Sunday, and Pama and DC face. But I see Mr. Jomo. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Agyaba. Yamin Shao na Yamin Shao Uchi for near Jumapa. I will tell you interview with a gentleman. I think it's an economy.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Let me say good morning to Chairman Ufusu Ajari, Chairman Papa Diewo, Aswa, and the MC Honorable Seth Banini, and the Naimos boss, and the Boa, near Jumapa or Mobo. Inflation under President Akufo-Addo before you better take you over, now you're 54%, and then it's 9.4, if I'm not mistaken. So why can't we jubilate about this? We talk about gold for oil. Dr. Baumia, a series of lectures in this country, there is gold for oil. Then so they were not able to reduce fuel prices in this country. Fuel prices were escalating. So what is the essence of the gold border, gold for oil? Dr. Baumia, I think it was 2023 they started that gold for oil. People were not able to buy fuel. Almost fuel 1 liter. No, ni boy at the President Mahama ni 1 gallon. The records are there, and we can go look. You see, before you soon you buy and draw, and untina, Yakupo Amar, the white, the brain. To have these technologies that can keep record voice messages and all that. The records are there. Dr. Baumia told us that he believed in we know what we went through under President Akufo-Addo. Anything who tip by almost a French high school. Who need almost a French high school. Almost a French high school. Drivers were complaining that they were not able to buy food. They say, oh, French school, high school. And did that Ukraine war.
Last caller, if you see a timer. So, hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, Agyaba.
Yes, sir. We did it for quite a few. Kwame memfa unchato.
I didn't tell good for no more what lock comfort daughter. I mean, don't lay on the window to or look outside and a cancer mother. And a woman there or that woman the not to Yamano the one that wanted to hear Ghanaian. No, no, talk to my no hand. Who business no hand because I ban out to $1. No, but and I was about their politics, you know. I will make sure that because of politics, it's a woman no has to know, not kind of buying or it. That the internet young China was invasion after the disease. China was if they don't come back with the war. And because we are done, I didn't want to do the same $1 now. We are done to go down if they are with the 60. the infant monitor infant normal way. Now we trade down because of politics. And you know, it makes us because indicators are clear. All the indicators are clear. Yes, the tax dollar is here with the and the real back at them there. I never want to know that to the next 1 year. Then next year, you know, for the night, I could not be the president. They were telling me, on the store. Now, what were they now?
Nyame bo achana ebetwa so abusu yam mfa nchebe mo amofre bo mfa nchebe me ntimi mfa frefo bim se say don kro no yapon enti besre mo mfa nchebe mo amofre nyina no non kro no yapon yensam kro ntimi ankan wi letter se ebe kan afa papa ye ho ye ntimi ankan kolenzauda de okan ni nyina ntimi de begu abu so nyame bo achana no pa eba ibedi hon komo me fast da ma street mall wa bronse am wosu ase pepepe obo adwuma yie pa ope electronics bia benya to ho gadgets ahodo household appliances mo front de groceries ni nyina benya street mall na woniema no boafu enti se amanfo so wonte woniema so a momra hasi na street mall ate woniema so a obenya no fofofo na wahye abo life kama bibia ope bia no ubinya ato no pay se utie mi na ho mfa wo na opeso hospital me kan for your Max Specialist Hospital na dia ma ho ewo eya Agboba Antis Junction se ye kase hospital amanfo kwa bruchire ko sa ho ya de nanso se nhia so befa plane ticket be se de wa bruchire bia no ebi wo hospital ho wa sheda asi ama me no mi no se ya yenye scan to plane ticket enkono yes ye die ni or special doctors wo a obehwe kama pa ma wankasa hu say yes wonya yaresa or baby obetimi age awo kama na eba dialysis unit nso a asoye wo a obetimi anya dialysis ni bia boa ma wo pomodin akonkan ndifo ni kire Max Specialist Hospital ewo eye Agboba Antis Junction na kosa ho yade obeto adura mekanfo eye Max Pharmacy na de ama Max Pharmacy ewo aya bronse am wo sui asie pe Redco Junction oko fire service for no hono hona wo bo adwuma untimi ma ho a oto nsafra obey delivery e de adrobia ope abro na mekao se high tabel so obedidi ama wani age eye continental and local dishes na high tabel restaurant and sky bar abusuya owo aviation near Adenta DVLA my hot junction hopepe na high tabel restaurant and sky bar ewo noodles papa no obinya edi ewo ho say ye fufu banku the tilapia aduane bia nipa dibia no ubenya bi ewo ho ewo aviation near Adenta DVLA my hot junction na krakra no mana bread so be the bread Mr. Mana bread na so pe o shop oton bread unya mejibi wankasa oni adwuma ye beji mana bread na wadaroma fa boa fa boa ma bibia enko kama Fremana bread ewo 0534 0800 12 na oni enko mo be mo bi ato abusia be do CSA na atwe nyame bo ati na betonka akabani se mekan so otiu
ka chance ma missing
no ochiao kobna nyabe hia nyambo ochina
nyame adoma
that's right me fast da ma Henry na fe shanti oboa ende enko eye abefo ntintan video ne so amponsa eye me hamba me ko ba bi o hye motom oboa adwuma de boa eye Agyaba be producer eye the biggie in the house bra ageni Anopa me try to pursue Britney na aye Kingsley wonyina support ye na aye DJ/Run DJ Frankie enso ha sei aye udi ne cry simple aye Eugene they say do twa de ba first we try no wafa they say they try or the ba Eugene Anopa nchi akoma na Elima kuku ne be bana me yapon Elima how many times have I call you ni nyina mo ya de boy me nya Anopa Koko hihye nyame nhire Elima me the team nyina se Rabbi Home Free Precious na ye Fifi Pratt na fe Bigotten na fe adwuma wura ye Clement Jato nyame nhira na ye pa se waboy ma ye nso yenye adwuma ye Anopa yi me the tiefo nyina se ye frame Agyaba Kweku nyame bo ochina ye besan ehia koso na tie me sori ye DJ/ bo nyum one Royal Lady, and then so exclusive interview de bro, Kosonati Luta, Kaisi Wia, a good year on Sembeba, na Fifi Prat Abetwaso, na Fi Rabbi, and Ra Osha see Uhunu hits no nan where she pa, Neso Babetwaso, Nessie Quadna, a Luta, and where she Kosonati, but I see the voice of the people, Yammy watching, I see a Shama crowd.
You are listening to 92.1 FM.